What was the last time you had a grand slam in a game?
Yeah, that's my first grand slam of my life. Not really too much of a home run guy, so first grand slam ever. It felt good. Good time to have it.
Yeah.
How's it feel to open the week with a nice hit like that and just a nice overall team performance?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was the team performance. I think last week our biggest thing was like a day after an off day, you really show up in the midweek, back-to-back weeks coming back from being on the road, and last week we didn't show up. I think we beat ourselves last week, and the goal was to come out and play our game today, and I think we did that really well. So overall as a team, I liked how we can bounce back from this weekend.
What's that feeling for you when everybody before you in that lineup gets on base and you come out 3 guys on base,
Yeah.
got to get some people home and you're able to get that home run.
For sure. I think it's great. I hit behind Cooney, who's one of the best leadoff hitters in the country, and I got Dom and the rest of the behind me to clean it up. So it helps when you're surrounded by those guys. But I think everyone, top to bottom, does their job. When we do our job, we're really good, but definitely never hurts to come up with the bases loaded, and I gave it. So it's a really good moment.
Playing a lot of roles for this team so far, different places in the outfield, bunting, hitting home runs, whatever. How do you just manage that?
Yeah, I think that's what makes it really good. So that's what I have to do. Really willing to embrace any role I'm getting from the team, but that's what, when we're at our best, is when I'm at my best, doing all those things. So whatever, we're asked to do, whether it be offensively, defensively, I want to step in and show up, help my teammates out, whatever we can to win. So continue to do what I've been doing.
Well, as I was saying, it's great to see your workload increase and see the production and ability increase from you as well. How do you feel like, as yourself, that you've seen that happen as you've gotten more time?
For sure. I think it's one thing you just keep working on, really just trying to do what I do well. Really feel like I'm just kind of playing myself out there, like play my game. I feel like I'll be really successful, but still early in the year, continuing to learn a lot. But there's a lot of season ahead, so continuing to build off. And I think there's some things today defensively and offensively I could have done a little bit better. So I think continuing to grow from each game, but I've done a good job with that so far.
In your training, now that you have 2 homers on the year, just start adding some power to your game. How do you manage gaining that power, but also sticking with fundamental contact at it?
For sure. I think I'm at my best, honestly, like 2-strike hitting, like you kind of said, bunting, slashing, do whatever I need to do. That's why I'm in the 2-hole. I need to execute whatever it's called. Not trying to hit home runs. That's when I'm at my worst. Really just trying to keep the ball low. Right in the middle of the field, I think I was done in the weight room. So, not trying to overswing. But like today, at home run I struck on my first at-bat and a second at-bat. And I think I was doing too much my first at-bat. Chased a 3-2 pitch for a strikeout. So in the second at-bat, I was like, just get my pitch to hit and let a good swing on it. That's when that power comes. So I think continuing to just elevate the hit tool and then the power will come from that.
Did you know that was gone?
I did not. A colder day, pretty windy, a little rainy, and can't, show up a home run that doesn't go out of the park. So you got to hustle out of the box. But it's a good feeling once it went over. So, yeah, good as a home run.